I'm going to go a bit in a different direction, but it connects to something that you just stated. I don't know if you saw, there was somebody who tweeted both of us maybe here in the last hour about, and the statement that this individual made that I responded to was that Mario hasn't won anything, is what was in quotes. So from doing this every day for as long as I've been doing it, I've come to understand that a lot of people out there believe that the only thing that anybody can win in college football that means anything is a national championship. You know, they'll say Kirby Smart's not won anything. Well, clarify your statement. This is what you're talking about. You want a national championship and you don't consider anything else to be worth anything. And that's fine if that's your vantage point. But understand, if you're taking that vantage point, Nick Saban, Dabo Swinney, Jimbo Fisher, there are 3 men in the country right now coaching college football who have won a national championship. So understand that. There's only 3.
And one of them went 8-4 this year.
Yeah, and one of them went 8-4, exactly. And the other went 9-3. So understand that there's only 3 of those guys currently coaching right now. So then, because that's not my perspective, when I think of winning, first of all, you know, I think that division championships are meaningful. Conference championships are meaningful. Winning major bowl games, meaningful. Finishing in the top 10, finishing ranked. All those things are meaningful to varying degrees. And we won't go down this path, but you can have an argument that a coach, a program has more control over those things, especially a conference championship, than they do a national championship. They have to be invited to go play for a national championship. You have complete control over whether you win your division and win your conference. So I responded to this person by saying, you were saying Mario Cristobal's never won anything. 3 division championships, 2 conference championships, a Rose Bowl. In a very, very short, it's not like he's been there for 15 years and that's what he's done. No, he's been there for 4 years, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yes, 4 seasons. That's what he's done in a very short period of time. So then there was a response of, well, this, and that. And I made it a little bit clearer, the next response, to basically say, you cannot name 10 coaches in this country that have accomplished as much as Mario Cristobal, that have won 3 division championships, 2 conference championships, a Rose Bowl, that level. I scanned the country quickly, and I'm pretty good at this usually, and added up the trophies and the championships. And there's about 5 to 10 guys that are in that range of accomplishing what he did, and that was only 4 seasons at Oregon. So he has won
in 4 years, Mark. He's 32 and 12 in 4 seasons.
Yep.
I mean, it's like the guy in there just put he's 62 and 60 overall. Well, he started the FIU program. Okay, so I get that overall you do look at that, but and I understand it. It's something that I'm willing to deal with and fight with forever, because I you know, as a Mario guy, I'm gonna have to deal with it. You know, I was one of the main people, family and daughter, so I've had great practice in this conversation with people, and you know, they overemphasize. I mean, he lose one game, and they're like, this guy stinks, and you know, the Utah blowouts were pretty bad. I'm with you. A lot of us felt like they weren't acceptable as far as how it looked, but I'm not going to sit here and create 35-13. Excuse me, I was right. I was corrected by Darren McField. 35-13. He did lose those 2 to Utah. So, hey man, people can make whatever they want about those things, and I don't think that you necessarily should ignore them, but you should have a good conversation about it. Again, I believe when you speak as vehemently about one person as I have, as how many times I've said this over and over, it goes over their heart. Mark, I'm not, you know this, but I'm saying, I'm speaking to the people. I get it. He's not perfect. I know he's not a perfect hire. I get that. I've accepted that some of these things he does, aren't really acceptable. He's gonna have some of those ugly situations. I get it. But if you take what he's done at Oregon compared to what we've had to go through at Miami over a 4-year stretch compared to what we've had to go through for 15 years, there's no way in the world you can't tell me you wouldn't take his production at Oregon, at Miami. I get it. It's just that simple, man. I think people don't want to accept it. And again, there's nothing I can say. There's going to be someone that's always going to have a flip on it. That's the part about being in media, man. Everybody's going to have something to say. And that's all good. It is what it is.
I'll say that by far the most accomplished coach that this program has hired in the last 20 plus years is obviously Mark Richt. He's a guy that finished in the top 10 in 10 of 15 years at Georgia, brink of a national championship game, all those things. I could go on and on. Ran a top 10 program at Georgia. He was roughly 10 years older, something in that range. And I think now that we've seen what's happened to him, unfortunately, since he's left Miami, I think there were a lot of underlying circumstances there that that showed that he wasn't in a place where he could do his very best job. So we're talking about a coach who's in his prime with Cristobal versus a guy that was near the end of the line in Mark Richt. And even then, you get to see a glimpse of what was possible.